some music, play some Forza, and probably get into some World of Warplanes if they don't go into maintenance again. But how's everybody doing? Let's get into it. We done got us a couple more cars that are tempered for the field. We're also figuring out roughly how this how the poles are. Apparently cars are a little bit more restricted to their fields. Like a C class will always be considered a C class no matter how much you've upgraded. Now you can take the leaderboard, but it's always going to be registered as a C class car. Does that make any sense at all? That's what we've done figured out. Like I said, there's a general pacing of hate going around, shared equally to each of the racers that have came out. Gran Turismo's getting their share of hate because they didn't put enough cars. Project Cars is getting their share of hate because their online net coding is spaghetti code. And of course Forza is getting their hate because they're the top of the field and people are just having really through the roof expectations for what they want with it. Also, not saying that any of the complaints are invalid, because some of them are pretty much. One of the big complaints with Forza is even though we got 700 cars, we don't got a whole lot of new cars, especially 2017, 2018 floor models. We just don't have a lot of them. So it's like we got cars that are still, some of the P cars are still dating back to 2016, 2015 models. So that's a realistic argument. People are saying with Gran Turismo that some things are just lazy. And that's a kind of a curse that's done ran through all of them. Lazy programming, lazy, where they just borrowing code and going forward. In fact, there was one video where someone posted up a thing of Forza 4 and they had a video of Forza 4 going right beside Forza 7, and save graphic fidelity, Forza 4 actually was a better running game. And there seemed to be a squashing of the cars to make them wider. And it's like if someone was to sit there and alter the video a little bit and squash the cars a bit, I doubt anybody would be able to tell the difference between the two, save for a few graphical enhancements and stuff. It's really scary. And it's like, but then again, there's been times when I've done said, we've done bought the same game over and over again for the last several years. And like I said, one of the big trends that's been going on is a lot of people have been picking up their older games and playing those. They're saying, listen, it's like there's a huge contingent that's still on Forza 6. And it's like, I could have saved a little bit of change. And it's like, but I know there's not going to be any race events in there, and this is fertile racing ground, so this is where we're at. But it's it's really one of those things where AAA titles are having a hard time now because the mod and the indie scene is so hot, and and then something happened, say about a year ago. It was really weird. You had AAA companies that started fracturing. Big companies like EA were coming by the main company and then send them to the graveyard for one reason or another. Hey, you're not making the next FIFA. You're not earning us enough money, so it sends it to the graveyard. So all these people that were AAA developers started forming their own little indie companies and started making titles. And they're not AAA titles, but I want to say AA titles. They're not quite B titles. They're like a little bit more than B, but not quite AAA. And you basically had this scene crop up that was just kind of like, boom. It's like, these games are pretty good, but they're independent from a small studio, but they're not so small when you start looking at the people that were developing these games. And they were you start noticing these big names on little bitty companies. And then they came out. So now the indie scene is back where it was, and it's like it's popping. And it's like the AAA scene is hurting because the companies have basically put the bean counters in charge and said, now we got this great idea. How can we make a profit? And and there's where everything goes to hell in a handbasket. So it is a weird situation with gaming right now, and it's like people are digging their Nintendos and everything out of the closet. Hell, they're talking about releasing a Dreamcast again, if that's any indication as to where things are going. And it's like the Retro is actually a system that you can buy. It plays a lot of older cartridges, like NES and Nintendo cartridges. And I'm sitting there like, holy crap. It's really a weird dynamic right now. It's really a weird situation. Mystical, how you doing, my man? How's it going today? Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back. We're just sitting there. I got in here. And we're sitting there talking about the situation with gaming and stuff. And it's like, it's hard to be a AAA game these days. Whereas before, there's a license to print money. These days, you gotta come with your A game. And it seems like Call of Duty has basically, they didn't hit their stride again a little bit. It seems that their sales are almost 75% of Advanced Warfare that came out last year. And because people just want to shoot each other. That's it. Don't add a lot of frills. Don't add a lot of laughs. We just want to shoot each other. And we don't want to be jumping around and stuff. Because there was a contingent that did not like that Quake scene. That's why other shooters started coming up. Because hopping and bouncing around, we're too old for all of that. So it was really one of those to see what's in the breakout scene. Sport Compact. Mercedes-Benz racing trucks, but hey, so we gotta go there. Vintage GT. Let's see what's it does. We don't even know what this is. Your favorite ride. Pick up a vehicle you've always wanted to take as for a spin. Keep it in mid. Pick what you want. I like that. Let's go there. See, I'm like that when I'm playing, like, that's Paragon is kind of my blow-off scene. Racing. Let's see, what do I generally play? Paragon has really been my blow-off steam, or when I've done had enough of my entire collection and need to zone out. Path of Exiles. Warframe has always been there for me. When I've done had completely enough of everything. Like, I'm done. I don't want to play any more of this crap. I ain't doing it no more. Warframe has always been there for me. And the one thing I can count on Warframe is it's going to look better than the last time I played it. And it's probably more than likely it's going to oh, let's try the cat. To ensure your Cadillac CTSV is competitive. Oh my god, I gotta, no, I don't want to nerf the caddy. What'd you say? You gotta work some things out. Trust me, I feel you on that. Go with the Porsche. And the thing about it is I'm not really super stressed anymore. There's always money issues that come up and stuff like that, but being stressed is not something I have an issue with anymore. It is one of those things where after getting up from the dead, I'm good. Do I miss people? Yes. But other than that, I'm good. Bills are stacking. Am I worried? No. I'm breathing and walking. I'm good. Like I said, I had to talk to a psych before I got out and stuff because they were saying that, because I guess they told them that I was under a lot of pressure, a lot of stress and stuff. And the doc was just kind of flabbergasted because she's like, yeah, I understand that you was under a lot of stress. Let's talk about it. I'm like, I'm not under any more stress. I'm up and walking around. I'm good. And she kind of like, well, does this still bother you? I'm like, it's upsetting, but I can let that go. We literally would sit in our office looking at each other, and she was like, and I'd be like, after everything that I've been through, I'm good. It's like, if necessary, we just don't do a couple of things anymore. And it's like, well, how do you feel about, you opened up to some people and it seemed to have hurt you. How do you feel? And I'm sitting there like, I feel like maybe next time we vet people a little bit better before we start sticking our neck out for them. And she's like, well, that's a drastic change. I'm like, no, getting up from the dead is a drastic change. That is easy to let go. So, a lot of times now, and this is really one of the interesting pieces, is, oh, don't, oh God, come on, is I play in a lot of stuff now for fun, just for the sheer fun of it. They gave me a break from esport also, and it's like that was kind of stressing me out, and it was like, now we're about to go back into League of Legends, and that's how stress-free we are right now. Come on now. No, oh God, come on. And we're about to go back into League of Legends, and January is LAN War. So my first live event that I've been to, I haven't been to a live event this entire year, except for one. I went to LAN War earlier this year. Oh, go! Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. But now I'm just kind of like, you know what? We can handle it. Not the fastest, we're good. Holy crap, this thing is cooking. Ow! Whoa, come on. That was bad. That is just sad. We obviously are going to have to learn to drive this. I don't like to blame that one on the car, but that was not the car's fault. That was me driving badly. Come on, get off of him. Oh, man. Excuse me. Oh, we got to do something about the brakes on this thing. My biggest problem is my reflexes are taking a hit now that I'm getting older. So playing Call of Duty, it's just way too fast for me at this point. It's just like, what am I doing here? Why? I'll move. I sit there literally. I've been getting into a habit of shooting way ahead of somebody, trying to anticipate where they're going to be instead of shooting at them, because I just ain't got the physical reactions to keep up with them. And And apparently turning into a sniper is not my forte because I can't see small objects. So it's like a lot of times if somebody was to be perfectly still, I would never notice them. But that's like that in real life. It's like when I was a loss and prevention officer. It was like people could rip the store off blind if they didn't go looking at it. If they just walked on about their business, I never paid them attention. But the fact that they were looking at me, I always wanted to know why are you looking at me? What are you doing? If you looking at me, there's obviously a reason. And it's like in a video game, how that translates is I just look for movement. I'm not even looking for a person. Oh, go. Come on. Oh, no. That was a transmission right there. Oh, my God. That was a transmission. That was a transmission right there. Can you rewind that further? Because we completely botched that one. That was a transmission. Anyone that just came in, how you doing? I hope you're having a great morning. In a little bit, I'm going to get a couple of more races in, maybe build another car, and then we're going to be jumping into some warplanes, World of Warplanes. This was Need for Speed Shift. Cars would be gunning for me and shooting out the windows at me. That's how badly I'm driving right now. Here we go. Fibonacci, my nemesis. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, I want to race that one again. I want to race that one again so bad. I just noticed the driver tar and it's Fibonacci. You gotta understand that Fibonacci, me and him have been nemesis with each other. He has haunted me on the leaderboards over and over and over again. You're in the top 59%, man. Bobby, what's up? I know, right? You're gonna see a lot of that. I made the mistake of sticking the AI up higher without driving the game first, because I thought it was going to be like the other games where everything turns into lap times. And I realized that I'm a little bit older, this game is a little bit newer, and they've done learned a few new tricks. And so we're fighting our way to get used to the new speed. And we were right on his butt too. Holy crap. I want to do that one again. I want a mulligan, damn it. Oh, we can restart. I want to restart that one. Because there's no way. There's no way. Restart. What's up, Bobby? How you doing? What you been into?